Boys, it's that time of the year again. I went and created a full 4-division Super League on FC26 with promotion and relegation. The 4th division will have clubs that are all ranked between 3.5 and 4 stars. The 3rd division are clubs that are all ranked at least 4 stars. The 2nd division, clubs that are ranked 4 to 4.5 stars each. And then we got the top, the highest ranked and the biggest clubs in the world. We will be giving out a total of 7 trophies. That's right, you heard me correctly. 7. The 4th division trophy, the 3rd division trophy, the 2nd division trophy, the top division trophy. We will have a cup trophy for the lower divisions. We will have the FA Cup and of course the Carabao Cup. 7 trophies, 7 winners every single season, but most importantly, how will these divisions play out? Can a lower ranked club rise to the top? Can a big club drop off? What unlikely clubs can win a trophy in a grueling 4-division Super League mayhem? Let the chaos begin. But as always, my friends, before we start, if you don't mind, please hit the like button for me and the subscribe button with the little noti bell so you don't miss out on any future amazing videos on the channel. And without any more yapping, let's get it. This is your 4th division and all the clubs that will be starting their journey down there. It is AEK Athens, it is Ajax, Boca Juniors, and Brighton. I do have to control one club, so I'll be controlling Crew Alexandra, which means it's 2 automatic wins for every single club that's in the 4th division every single year. Then it is Dinamo Zagreb, Dinamo Kiev, Augsburg, Bodo Glimt, Ferencvaros. We have Feyenoord, we have Getafe, PAOK, Panathinaikos, the Belgium winners and Royal Union Saint-Gilloise, Real Sociedad, Freiburg, Werder Bremen, Sevilla, Strasbourg, Hoffenheim, Trabzonspor, Union Berlin, and Valencia. Your 3rd division, the competition gets stiffer and stiffer. Al Ittihad and Al Nassr are here. We see our first 2 Saudi clubs, Besiktas, Bologna, Brentford, Burnley, Osasuna, Celta Vigo, and Celtic, Como, Everton, Porto, Lille, Leeds United, Nice, Rayo Vallecano, River Plate, Slavia Praha, Stade Rennais, Sunderland, Torino, Wolfsburg, West Ham, and Wolves. Moving up to the championship, guys, the 2nd division, and it gets more and more difficult. Mainz and Bournemouth are here. Monaco, Al Hilal, Athletic Club Bilbao, Atalanta, Crystal Palace, Fenerbahce, Fiorentina, Frankfurt, Fulham, Lazio, Bayer Leverkusen, Nottingham Forest, Lyon, Marseille, Olympiacos, PSV, RB Leipzig, Real Betis, Benfica, Sporting Stuttgart, and Villarreal. This is a crazy division. And remember, only 3 clubs can get promoted out of it. And then we come to the Premier League, guys, the highest rated clubs in FC26, your top 20. It is Roma, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, and Chelsea. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Galatasaray makes the top 20. Juventus, Liverpool, Inter Milan. Manchester United makes the top 20. Surprising, I know, but they do. Man City, AC Milan, Newcastle United, PSG, Real Madrid, Napoli, and Tottenham. 3 of these clubs will also be relegated every single season. So you've seen the clubs, you've seen the 4 divisions, you know all the trophies that the clubs are competing for. We are off to the end of season 1 of our 4-division Super League. It's time to give out our first 7 trophies, and we are going to start in the 4th division after the first season has been completed. The trophy, it goes to Feyenoord. They get the trophy, they get automatic promotion to the 3rd division on 87 points, but also Ajax and Real Sociedad get promoted too. One of Trabzonspor, Sevilla, Getafe, and Brighton will also have a chance at promotion, and this is the rest of your 4th division table. We head to the 3rd division. The winner, it is a Saudi club. It is Al Ittihad on 90 points, but Porto from Portugal gets a rise and promotion to the 2nd division, to the championship, with one of Osasuna, Slavia Praha, Celtic, or Celta Vigo can also go up. Al Nassr does not get promotion. Neither does Besiktas or Nice or West Ham. Torino and Everton, they stay up. River Plate, they stay up. Wolfsburg, Bologna, Stade Rennais, Brentford, they stay in the 3rd division. So does Burnley. They avoid relegation. But who goes down? It's not Lille. It's not Leeds United. It is Como. It is Rayo Vallecano, Wolves, and Sunderland. Those 4 get relegated to the 4th tier. We go to the EFL trophy, which is the trophy given out to the 4th and 3rd division clubs. The Vertu trophy, I think that's what it's called this season. The semifinals, it was Getafe versus Porto. Monaco, Stade Rennais versus Al Ittihad, but the final was Porto versus Stade Rennais, so a Portuguese club versus a French club, and Porto, a promoted side, wins the EFL Cup. 3 trophies given out, 4 more to go in season 1, and we go to the second division, the championship. Who is going up? Who is getting promoted? Sporting wins the league, 96 points, and Athletic Club Bilbao finished in second, so they also achieved promotion. Bayer Leverkusen, Fenerbahce, Nottingham Forest, and PSV are all in a playoff spot. Al Hilal, Benfica, Leipzig, and Olympiacos, they all miss out by not much. Villarreal finishes mid-table. Atalanta and Real Betis and Frankfurt are there. Lazio, Fiorentina, Crystal Palace stay in the second division. So does Monaco, so does Marseille, so does Fulham, so does Stuttgart, but Bournemouth, Lyon, and Mainz do not. They all get relegated to the third tier, guys. Bournemouth went down just on goal difference to Stuttgart. Look how close it was. Marseille only 1 point above 22nd place. We're off to the top, the Premier League, the top division. Your first winner in the inaugural Super League season, it is Real Madrid by 1 point over Manchester City, who finished on 72, and Liverpool, who finished in third, also on 72. Then Inter Milan finished in fourth, Barca in fifth, PSG, Galatasaray, excuse me, 7th place. Then it is Bayern, Juve, and Arsenal in 10th. Atletico Madrid, Napoli, Newcastle all survive. Dortmund survives. Chelsea survives. AC Milan and Man United is the last team to avoid relegation, with Roma, Spurs, and Aston Villa going down. I can't believe that Spurs and Roma and Villa are the 3 clubs that get relegated. 2 more trophies available in season 1 of our Super League, and it is the cups, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, where all the clubs from all 4 divisions get to participate. We start with the FA Cup. Your first semi-final, it was Dortmund versus City, Juve versus Real Madrid. The final, it was City versus Real Madrid, and Real Madrid win the league and they win the FA Cup. And the last trophy of season 1, the Carabao Cup, the semi-finals, Liverpool versus Bayern, Spurs, the relegated Spurs versus Atletico Madrid. They lost to Atletico Madrid on penalties, so it was Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid, and Liverpool, 6 goals were scored in the final. They win the Carabao Cup, guys. Heading into season 2, we know the clubs that are going to get promoted and the clubs that will get relegated. How will that change things across every division? And can Real Madrid continue their trophy winning form? Who is going up? Who is going down? This is the end of season 2 of our Super League, and we start once again in the 4th division. The winner, Brighton and Hove Albion on 91 points, 10 clear of AEK Athens, who also gets promoted to the 3rd division, and Freiburg also goes up automatically. One of Rayo Vallecano, Sevilla, Ferencváros, or Hoffenheim can also go up. In the 3rd division, going up to the 2nd division, up the Cherries. They win League 1, the 3rd division, on 85 points, 6 clear of the club from Argentina in River Plate. They get promotion as well to the 2nd division. One of Slavia Praha, Celtic, Besiktas, or Everton will also go up. Al Nassr misses out once again. Torino and Lyon and Stade Rennais are there. Brentford stays up comfortably. So does Nice and Ajax, Bologna, Wolfsburg, Lille, West Ham, Getafe. They are the ones that got promoted, guys. Real Sociedad, Burnley avoids relegation. Who goes down to the 4th tier? Feyenoord, Leeds, Mainz, and Celta Vigo. Feyenoord achieved promotion in season 1. They won the 4th division but couldn't stay up. They missed out by a single point. The EFL Trophy, the Vertu Trophy, the competition between the clubs from the 3rd and the 4th division. Who wins this one? The semi-finals, Slavia Praha versus Wolfsburg, West Ham versus Hoffenheim. The final was Slavia Praha versus West Ham, and West Ham United won it on penalties. Now, I know that some will say, but it's the EFL Trophy, it's the lower league trophy, it doesn't really count as a trophy. But I think here it really does, because look at all the clubs that are fighting for it every single season. We're moving on to the 2nd division in season 2. Who goes up to the Premier League and who wins the trophy, guys? Who wins the championship? It is Aston Villa, the relegated side, 102 points. They get promoted back up with Spurs, they also go up on 92 points. They don't win any silverware, but they get promotion either way. And one of Benfica, Frankfurt, Roma, or Nottingham Forest can also get up. A few clubs miss out narrowly on the playoffs, like Villarreal and Atalanta, Leipzig, Monaco, and the rest were quite far back. Marseille in 11th, Fenerbahce and Fulham, they stay up in the second division. So does Olympiacos and PSV. Stuttgart, Lazio, Al Hilal are there. Porto are there, so they came up and they stayed up. Osasuna, Real Betis are the last team that avoid relegation. Now, who goes down to the third tier, guys? Wow, it's Fiorentina. Fiorentina and Crystal Palace and Al Ittihad. Al Ittihad got promoted, but after they got promoted, they only won 3 out of 46 matches. They were horrendous, guys. They were not good. Okay, the Premier League in Season 2. We saw Real Madrid win it in Season 1, and it is going to be another Spanish side that wins it in Season 2, but it's not Real Madrid. It's the other one. It's Barcelona this time on 82 points over Bayern Munich, who came up to second. Liverpool and Arsenal rounded off the top 4. PSG and Atletico Madrid. Where is Real Madrid? Man City in 7th. Juve. Real Madrid dropped all the way to 9th after winning it in Season 1. Chelsea, a top 10 finish. That is impressive. And so does Newcastle in 11th place in this league. Very, very nice. Borussia Dortmund stay up. Galatasaray, they stay up. Man United improve on their finish from Season 1. AC Milan and Inter. Inter had a big drop off as well, only on 39 points. Napoli are the last club that stay up. Who gets relegated? Sporting, Bayer Leverkusen, Athletic Club Bilbao. The 3 clubs that got promoted, they just couldn't keep up, guys. They could not keep up with all the clubs in the first division. We move on to the FA Cup. We said we're gonna have surprises, and do we have a surprise? Guys, this is insane. Galatasaray versus Manchester City, the second semifinal. Al Hilal versus Liverpool, and there were 2 upsets in the FA Cup semifinals. Gala beat Man City, while Al Hilal upset Liverpool, which meant the final of the FA Cup of the Season 2 Super League was Galatasaray versus Al Hilal, and we said how Galatasaray has been impressive. Well, now they're impressing us even more. They won a trophy. They won the FA Cup. Galatasaray, out of all the clubs that are participating in this competition across the 4 leagues, it's Galatasaray that wins something. This is a monumental achievement. And the Carabao Cup, do we have any surprises in the Carabao Cup? Well, we do in the semifinals. We had FSV Mainz go all the way to the semifinal of the Carabao Cup. Very, very nice to see that. Unfortunately, they got lined up against PSG, and they're not beating PSG. They lost 6-4 on aggregate. The other semifinal was Juve versus Inter Milano, and Inter Milan beat Juve on penalties. The final was PSG versus Inter Milan, and guess what? Not PSG. No, it's Inter Milan that won the Carabao Cup 2-1. I guess Inter got their revenge from getting absolutely hammered in the Champions League final IRL. We go to the end of Season 3, guys, and so far for me, the most shocking part has been Galatasaray. They stayed up in the top division 2 seasons in a row and won the FA Cup. If they don't do anything else for the rest of the video, this will still be considered a very successful journey for Gala. The end of Season 3, we begin in the 4th division. Who is going up? Who is earning themselves a 4th division title? It's Sunderland. Sunderland, they got relegated. They get automatic promotion on 95 points, and they get themselves a little bit of something. Little, not a lot, but something, you know? Mainz and Como also achieve automatic promotion, and one of Celta, Valencia, Wolves, or Leeds United can also go up via the playoffs. How about the League One trophy to go up to the championship? Guess what? It's another English side. Yeah, it's another relegated English side. It's Crystal Palace on 82 points, and maybe third time is the charm for Al Nassr, where I'm not sure if Cristiano is still playing, probably retired, but most likely he's the owner of the club now. It is Crystal Palace and Al Nassr that achieve automatic promotion, and one of Brentford, Celtic, Wolfsburg, or once again the relegated Fiorentina. Lyon, Besiktas, and Lille 8th, 9th, and 10th. Mid-table looks like this, with West Ham being in 14th. Nice and Everton in 17th avoids relegation. Hoffenheim, Getafe, and Ajax are the ones that also avoid relegation. Who gets relegated to the 4th division? Bologna, Burnley, Al Ittihad, and AEK Athens, guys. AEK Athens weren't great. They conceded 90 goals. They got 5 wins, back down to the 4th tier they go. the EFL Cup trophy for the third and fourth tier clubs? The semi-finals, Al Nassr versus Como. Stade Rennais, we've seen him this deep before, versus Celtic, and Stade Rennais goes to a final against Al Nassr. Cristiano Ronaldo, who's the manager, wins a trophy. The big hype in the second division, who's getting promoted, who's earning themselves a trophy? It's a German club, Bayer Leverkusen. They go up to the top on 92 points with Roma, who finished in second. Maybe Leipzig, maybe PSV, maybe Monaco or Forest. Those are the four playoff teams. Sporting, they finish in seventh. Lazio, Al Hilal, and Marseille are all there. They are in the top 10. Decent seasons. The rest of the table looks like this. Fenerbahce avoids relegation. So does Atalanta. So does Bournemouth after coming back up. Villarreal and Porto and Olympiacos, with Fulham being the last team that avoids relegation in the second tier. Who goes down to the third tier? River Plate, Osasuna, Slavia Praha. And the top, we saw Real Madrid win it in season 1, Barcelona win it in season 2, and Real Madrid wins it in season 3. This time 11 points clear of Barcelona on 73 points. PSG, Man City, Liverpool, and Bayern Munich are your top 6. Newcastle United in 7th place. They're staying up in the top division and performing extremely well. Spurs, they came up and they finished in 8th. Dortmund and Arsenal are there. Man, Galatasaray, what can we say about Galatasaray? 11th place. They've won a trophy. They're staying in the top. Juve, AC Milan, and Chelsea are there. Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan barely avoids relegation. Same thing with Napoli. Napoli are the last team to avoid relegation, which means Manchester United is going to be in the relegation zone, and they are. Man United, Aston Villa, and Benfica. That's the end for Man United in the top league. They're going down to the second tier with Villa, who just keeps on coming up and getting relegated, and Benfica, quite unlucky, only 9 wins. So the top league has been dominated by Real Madrid and Barcelona, but the cups have been quite exciting, and we have some more excitement in the FA Cup in season 3. Your first semi-final, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. The other semi-final, Juventus versus Newcastle. Real Madrid beats Liverpool. Juventus beats Newcastle United. Real Madrid versus Juventus. Juve upsets Real Madrid. Madrid tried to do the double once again, but Juventus stood in the way, and Juve earns themselves something. Probably another unlikely candidate, just like Galatasaray. Like, Juve and Gala are good, but when you're facing the type of competition these clubs are playing against on a regular basis, this is massive, man. It's like winning the Champions League. The Carabao Cup in season 3. I know you're all wondering who won it this time. Let's figure it out. The semi-finals, it was Liverpool versus Fiorentina. Yeah, Fiorentina made a deep run, and Newcastle United, another semi-final appearance for them, and another loss in the semi-finals to Roma. So it was Liverpool versus Roma, but Roma could not take care of business against Liverpool. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup in season 1, and they win the Carabao Cup in season 3. Boys, we're at the end of season 4 of our 4-division Super League, and once again, just like always, we are starting in the 4th division. It is Bologna on 102 points, but Feyenoord, who's been going up and down, they also get promoted once again to the 3rd division with a newcomer in Wolves. They get an automatic promotion spot. One of Valencia, Sevilla, Celta Vigo, or Rayo Vallecano can also go up, but which one will it be? In the 3rd division, another surprise. Guess who? It's a 4th division side that is going up to the 2nd division. It's Brighton. 2 promotions on 86 points. Real Sociedad also achieves automatic promotion. Maybe Lyon, maybe Torino, maybe Sunderland. They're making a push. And Stade Rennais. The rest of the 3rd division table looks like this. Besiktas, Ajax, Mainz, and West Ham are all staying down there. Everton finishes mid-table. Same with Celtic, and Nice and Como are also staying down there. River Plate are the last team to avoid relegation. Who is going down? Slavia Praha down to the 4th division. Osasuna, Wolfsburg, and Freiburg. How about the EFL trophy, the Vertu trophy in season 4? It was Bologna versus Feyenoord, West Ham versus Lyon. So West Ham made a deep run in the EFL Cup once again, trying to win a second one for themselves, but they lost in the semi-finals to Lyon. The final was Bologna versus Lyon, and the French club beat the Italians 2-0 to get themselves something in the video. To the 2nd division we go. It's a yo-yo club that wins it. It is Aston Villa. They've won the 2nd division before. they've gotten promoted before. The question is, will they be able to stay up in the Premier League? We do have a newcomer going up, and it is Frankfurt. They finish in second, Man United in a playoff, Marseille in a playoff, Monaco in a playoff, and Sporting. The mid-table clubs are Athletic Club Bilbao, Forest, Fiorentina, Real Betis, Fenerbahce, Atalanta. Then it is Benfica, Al Hilal, Fulham, and Stuttgart and Olympiacos all avoid relegation, which means Lazio, Crystal Palace, and Al Nassr, they are the ones that go down. Al Nassr only 4 wins, Palace only 6 wins, and Lazio had 9. They were 3 points behind Olympiacos. The Premier League has been dominated by Real Madrid and Barca, and it's Real Madrid dominating once again, second time in a row, and 3rd out of 4 seasons they win it, man. 82 points, 12 clear of PSG. Then it's City and Barca drop to 4th. Atletico Madrid climbs to 5th. Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Arsenal, Napoli, and Chelsea, and Juve. Liverpool all the way in 13th. Newcastle in 14th. Where's Galatasaray? Galatasaray, they avoid relegation. They do. But you know who also avoids relegation? Bayer Leverkusen, which means Leipzig, Roma, and Spurs are the ones that go down. Leipzig got promoted via the playoffs for the first time, but they were just not good enough. Only 3 wins. We move to the FA Cup in Season 4. Real Madrid makes the FA Cup final once again, beating PSG 2-0 in the semis, while Napoli also got there, beating Dortmund 2-1. Napoli tried to get themselves a trophy, but they lost to Real Madrid on penalties. Real Madrid, another double, man. And the Carabao Cup semifinals in Season 4, I gotta tell you guys, not too exciting. No, Roma tried to beat Man City, but they lost 5-2 on aggregate. Napoli again tried to beat Real Madrid, but they couldn't. They lost 5-3 on aggregate. So it was Real Madrid versus Man City. Real Madrid tried to do the domestic treble by winning the Carabao Cup, but thankfully Man City stopped them. So really in Season 4, there wasn't any fairy tale stories. All the favorites prevailed. Maybe the only one was Brighton, achieving 2 promotions in 3 seasons. The 5th season, clubs are all over the place now. We're back in the 4th division, and it is the German side, the German relegated side in Wolfsburg, that earns themselves the 4th division title and get promoted to the 3rd league with Slavia Praha and with Osasuna, the 2 other sides that got relegated as well. Rayo Vallecano, Strasbourg, Valencia, and now Dinamo Zagreb earns themselves a playoff spot. In League 1, okay, it's Wolves. Wolves, yeah, 99 points. They go up to the championship with Lyon right behind them. Actually, not that close at all, on 78 points, but they get automatic promotion either way. Maybe Lille, maybe Celtic, maybe Ajax, or maybe Lazio can also go up to the 2nd division. Besiktas and Stade Rennais, Nice, and Hoffenheim rounded off the top 10. Crystal Palace, after getting relegated, finished in 11 in the 3rd league. Brentford, Leeds, and Mainz are all there as well. They avoid relegation. Feyenoord avoids relegation in the 3rd division. West Ham and Bologna and Al Nassr do as well, but barely, which means Sevilla, Everton, Getafe, and River Plate all go down to the bottom 4th tier. The Virtu Trophy EFL Cup. We got something new happening, guys, in Season 5. Celtic versus Strasbourg, your 1st semifinal. Torino versus Wolfsburg, your 2nd semifinal. Celtic versus Torino, and the Scottish club wins it, guys. This is a big moment for Celtic Football Club. All right, the championship in Season 5, the 2nd division. It was so close, but Spurs win it with Atalanta, a new side getting promotion. Atalanta also on 82 points with Spurs. Spurs edged them on goal difference. Then Roma, Athletic Club Bilbao, Sporting, or Leipzig, one of them will also achieve promotion. Real Betis misses out on the playoff on 73. Fenerbahce and PSV and Al Hilal are all there. Forest, Olympiacos, Brighton, dude, mid-table, they came up, they stayed up. Mid-table side, not bad. Maybe they can get promoted all the way to the top. We'll see. Marseille and Bournemouth stay up. Porto and Benfica, Monaco and Fiorentina and Villarreal and Sunderland actually stay up, which means Fulham, Real Sociedad, and Stuttgart. Stuttgart gets relegated on 12 wins. And we come to the top division. My goodness, we've waited a long time for someone else other than Real Madrid and Barcelona to win it, and someone else did win it. It was Arsenal, guys, on 16 68 points. A very low title winning campaign, to be honest. 68 points, losing 10 matches, still won the league. Liverpool in second, only on 63. Then it's Bayern, then it's Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Juve climbs into 6th while Real Madrid drops to 7th. Now, I want to see where Galatasaray is. Newcastle in 11th avoids relegation. Galatasaray in 14th also avoids relegation. Man United avoids relegation and stays in the Prem. AC Milan and Aston Villa, they avoided relegation, finally. They finally did it. Who gets relegated? Napoli, Bayer Leverkusen, and the other German side in Frankfurt, guys. Napoli has fallen off. They finished bottom of the league. FA Cup, Fiorentina and Atletico Madrid make a deep run, and Atletico Madrid beats Fiorentina to make it to the final. Real Madrid there again against AC Milan. AC Milan could not beat Real Madrid, so it's Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid in the final of the FA Cup. It's Real Madrid once again, man. Real Madrid wins their 3rd FA Cup in 5 seasons. Can someone please stop them, man? Someone, anybody. I don't care who it is. And the Carabao Cup, Atletico Madrid makes a deep run once again in a cup, but they lose it to Manchester City. Dortmund makes a deep run all the way to the final by beating Atalanta. They went to the last 4, but Man City back-to-back Carabao Cup winners. Can someone stop Manchester City as well? I am praying the cup winners change in season 6, please. Season 6 of our 4-division Super League. We are very, very deep, and it's Strasbourg in League 2, the 4th division, that gets themselves a trophy. They win League 2. They will get promoted finally to League 1 with Celta and River Plate, actually. River Plate goes up with one of Getafe, Freiburg, PAOK, or Werder Bremen make the playoff. From the 3rd division going up to the 2nd division, it is the German side Stuttgart that got relegated. They win the league, Fulham right behind them, also achieving automatic promotion. Como, Celtic, Nice, and Brentford are in the playoff for the last promotion spot. Rayo Vallecano misses out narrowly. Stade Rennais, Torino, Real Sociedad, Ajax is mid-table. West Ham and Feyenoord and Crystal Palace are mid-table. Bologna and Mainz and Leeds United avoid relegation, but Besiktas, Slavia Praha, Al Nassr, and Hoffenheim do not. The Vertu Trophy, we have a brand new winner. The first semi-final, we got a Greek side in Panathinaikos beating Leeds United, and then Real Sociedad beating Fulham. Panathinaikos versus Fulham. Panathinaikos 3-1. We had the Green Clover of Celtic win it in season 5, and the Green Clover of Panathinaikos wins it in season 6. Now the championship, what do we got in the championship? We have 2 brand new clubs going up to the Premier League, guys. PSV and Monaco. Wow, I did not expect PSV to win the league, and I did not expect Monaco to finish in 2nd, but both of them are going up. Maybe Frankfurt, maybe Bayer Leverkusen, maybe Sporting, maybe Benfica. Al Hilal and Napoli do not get promoted. Napoli, after getting relegated, do not even make the playoffs. Leipzig is down there. Marseille and Fenerbahce are in the middle of the pack. Forest stays up, Porto stay up, Olympiacos and Brighton, they stay up. Wolves stay up in the 2nd division. So does Fiorentina and Lazio and Lyon on 49 points. Real Betis, Bournemouth, and Sunderland, their time is up in the 2nd tier. And the Premier League, I can tell you it's not Real Madrid, and it's not Barcelona, and it's actually not Arsenal. We got a brand new winner. It's Liverpool. Liverpool, 6 seasons in, they've done it. 77 points. Arsenal dropped to 2nd after winning it in season 5. Barcelona and Real Madrid are in 3rd and in 4th. City, Atletico Madrid, 5th and 6th. PSG, Bayern Munich, Juve, Newcastle round off the top 10, with Galatasaray being in 11th. Dude, Newcastle and Galatasaray, they've been low-key cooking in this entire video. I can't believe they stayed up this entire time. Chelsea, Inter Milan, Borussia Dortmund, and Aston Villa stay up again for the 2nd season in a row. AC Milan and Man United barely stay up, while Atalanta, Roma, and Spurs, they do not. There go Spurs once again down to the championship. And now the FA Cup. Boys, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I can't believe it. The first semi-final, Borussia Dortmund versus guess who? Galatasaray. They beat Borussia Dortmund to get to the FA Cup final, and they had to play either Liverpool or Barcelona. Well, it was Barcelona because Barca beat Liverpool on penalties in the 2nd semi-final. But Galatasaray, they just won't lay down. They win another FA Cup. Season 2 FA Cup winners. Season 6 FA Cup winners. This has to be the fairy tale story of the video. Galatasaray with 2 trophies. Yet in the Carabao Cup, Man City just won't go away. Barca loses to Juventus on penalties in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Real Madrid beats Man City 4-3 on aggregate in the other semi-final. Juve versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid wins another trophy. Should we do one more season? I think we're gonna do one more season. I want to see if Galatasaray can win a third trophy. We've given out 7 trophies a year, and now we're at the end of season 7, where we are going to award the final 7 trophies of the video of our Super League. In the 4th division, it is Werder Bremen that earns it. 83 points, they get promoted, with Hoffenheim and Trabzonspor, Union Berlin, Al Nassr, Slavia Praha, and Dinamo Zagreb finish in a playoff spot. Panathinaikos, after winning the Virtu Trophy in season 6, they ended up in 16th in the 4th division, right beside AEK Athens, Augsburg, Bodo Glimt, Royal Union Saint-Gilloise, and Sevilla. In the 3rd division, getting automatic promotion, a club gets their 2nd trophy of the video. Celtic won the Virtu Trophy in season 5. They win League 1, the 3rd tier, in season 7. With Real Betis getting automatic promotion, maybe Bournemouth, Nice, Crystal Palace, or Stade Rennais earning themselves a playoff spot. This is how the rest of League 1 ended up. Leeds and Wolfsburg and West Ham and Sunderland stayed there. Feyenoord stayed. Strasbourg, Bologna, Rayo Vallecano, Ajax, and Osasuna all stayed in the 3rd tier, but River Plate, Celta Vigo, PAOK, and Mainz, they got relegated. Now, speaking of the lower league trophy, the Virtu Trophy, the semi-finals in season 7, it was Burnley versus Rayo Vallecano, Bologna versus Besiktas. Rayo Vallecano and Besiktas won their semi-finals against Burnley and Bologna, and then Besiktas got themselves a trophy in the vid. They noticed that Galatasaray has been absolutely smashing it, and they wanted to follow in their footsteps. In the 2nd division, the championship, it is Bayer Leverkusen that earns themselves the win. 93 points, with Spurs also getting automatic promotion. Frankfurt, Benfica, Athletic Club Bilbao, and Roma ended up in a playoff spot. This is the rest of the table. Brighton finished mid-table, so they kind of established themselves as a really competitive 2nd tier side. Villarreal and Lyon and Leipzig stayed there. Fiorentina and Olympiacos as well. Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Fenerbahce was the last team to avoid relegation. Lazio, Wolves, and Stuttgart, they did go down. And the Premier League, guys, we started with Real Madrid winning the league in season 1, and we end with Real Madrid winning the league in season 7. Liverpool, Arsenal, and Bayern Munich are your top 4. Barcelona in 5th. Chelsea, City, PSG, Newcastle, and AC Milan rounded off that top 10. I don't see Galatasaray. Where is Galatasaray? Galatasaray, no, maybe we shouldn't have done a 7th season. Galatasaray, after surviving for so long, they finally met their match. They go down to the 2nd tier, but PSV, after coming up, they stayed up by a single point over, I didn't even notice this, it's Inter Milan. Inter Milan got relegated. I was so focused on Galatasaray, I didn't even see that Inter Milan also went down. How did that happen with Inter, man? The FA Cup, Inter Milan, speaking of Inter Milan, they were in the semi-final against Newcastle, and they beat Newcastle. While the other semi-final, it was Frankfurt versus Athletic Club Bilbao. So we had a 2nd tier side go to the FA Cup final, Inter versus Athletic Club Bilbao, and the relegated side, Inter Milan, won the FA Cup. And the last trophy of the vid, guys, the Carabao Cup. Barcelona versus Arsenal. Arsenal beat Barca 3-2 on aggregate. Bologna versus Chelsea. Chelsea beat Bologna 4-3 on aggregate. It was an all-English final. Arsenal versus Chelsea. It went to penalties. Arsenal won the Carabao Cup 4-2 on pens. 4 divisions, 7 seasons, a total of 49 trophies awarded. As I always ask, let me know which club impressed you the most and which club disappointed you the most. For me, it has to be Galatasaray, maybe Brighton as well. Although Brighton didn't win any trophies, their promotional journey, it seemed special. Take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of each other. Stay happy, stay healthy. Always keep smiling. I hope you truly enjoyed this one. And if you got any other cool ideas or suggestions for future videos, let me know down in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button with the little noti bell so you don't miss out on any future amazing videos like this on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next couple of days. Peace. I love you as always. Peace.